The 2025 to 2026 Serie A season unfolds across 18 unique stadiums, from lakeside Como to historic Pisa. Here's where the matches are played. I'm James Deverell. Welcome to TFC Stadiums. Allianz Stadium in Turin holds about 41,500 fans. The stadium uses 396 LED projectors around the roof perimeter for pitch lighting, plus 192 RGB fixtures and 48 rotating projectors that create coordinated light shows and project logos on the field and stands. Allianz already generates more matchday revenue than most other clubs, and they're reportedly planning a brand new stadium that can compete with Europe's best. Inter Milan and AC Milan share the 75,800 capacity stadium, which is one of the largest in Europe. The venue's most distinctive feature is its 11 external cylindrical towers wrapped in spiral ramps that provide access to the upper tiers. The third ring, supported by these iconic towers, covers 3 sides of the stadium and was added during renovations for the 1990 World Cup. Inter and Milan originally planned a new stadium that would be built adjacent to San Siro, but legal hurdles prevented the clubs and surrounding areas from the city. Heritage rules in Italy protected historic buildings like San Siro from demolition. In 2022, both clubs discussed a Plan B to build a new stadium in the Greater Milan area instead. The following year, Milan started the process to build a new 70,000 capacity stadium beside the club headquarters and museum in the suburb of San Donato. Meanwhile, San Siro will be among the venues used for the 2026 Winter Olympics and will host the opening ceremony. The stadium will also be used for the Winter Paralympics. The stadium, named after football legend Diego Maradona, currently holds under 55,000 fans. Renovations worth €20 million that were completed around 6 years ago included the modernization of locker rooms and press areas, improved lighting and seating, and the installation of video screens in the upper seating areas. However, these renovations didn't address issues with the stadium's third ring, which has been closed since 2004 due to safety fears over vibration issues. After determining the venue was incapable of hosting Euro 2032 matches, the club chose to build a brand new stadium with a target capacity of 65,000 seats instead of renovating the existing stadium. Also known as Stadio de Bergamo in UEFA games, Atalanta's venue currently holds just under 25,000 fans after a €100 million renovation that finished in 2024. The project included a complete reconstruction of the Curva Sud Morosini, with a new roof and lighting support trusses, underground parking for over 200 cars, black and blue seating throughout, a new exterior plaza, and UEFA-compliant facilities for away fans. Stadio Olimpico in Rome is shared by both AS Roma and Lazio. With a capacity of just over 70,000, it's the largest sports venue in Rome and the largest in Italy after San Siro. Roma is building a new 55,000 capacity stadium in the Pietralata district, which is expected to be completed by 2028. Its Curva Sud will be the largest single-tier stand in Europe. Lazio, meanwhile, wants to spend €438 million renovating the abandoned Stadio Flaminio to a 50,000 capacity venue with plans to complete renovations by the summer of 2029. Bologna's 36,000 capacity stadium is set to undergo a €200 million renovation project led by construction firm WeBuild. Part of the plan includes building a shell-shaped roof and bringing the stands to around 7 meters from the pitch. The renovations will allow the stadium to meet UEFA's standards for hosting Euro 2032 games. The 43,100 capacity Stadio Artemio Franchi is receiving a government-funded €55 million renovation, which will reduce its capacity to 22,000 during construction. The complex project involves installing a thin rectangular metal roof that will cover the entire stadium while preserving the historic Marathon Tower and original stands from 1931. Engineers are also adding anti-seismic systems and solar panels to create one of Italy's most sustainable venues. Florence aims to complete the work by 2026 to secure its bid for hosting Euro 2032 matches. Como's Lakeside Stadium currently holds under 11,000 fans, and it's expanding to a capacity of about 14,000 by 2028. Populous, the architects behind many famous stadiums such as Roma's new stadium and Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the project aims to meet the highest environmental sustainability standards using eco-friendly materials. While Parma's Tardini is capable of holding under 28,000 fans, just over 22,000 are allowed due to safety concerns. Various facilities, including seats, dressing rooms, and medical areas, fall short of UEFA standards required for hosting Europa and Champions League games. New American ownership has brought financial security, but reputation and youth academy rebuild have been prioritized over stadium refurbishment. Located about 6 miles from Juventus Stadium, Torino Stadium was originally built with a capacity for 65,000 fans and had a surrounding athletics track. After renovations for the 2006 Winter Olympics, capacity was brought down to 28,000 for safety reasons. The track was removed and replaced with synthetic grass, but the stands remain the same distance from the pitch. Torino currently has no plans to further renovate their home. Stadio Friuli is an all-seater venue that was built in 1976 and has a capacity of about 25,000. After securing a 99-year lease in 2013, it became Italy's third club-owned stadium after Juventus and Sassuolo, and its 2016 renovation added a distinctive stainless steel facade that earned it the nickname the Diamond. Genoa shares the Luigi Ferraris with city rivals Sampdoria, who are currently in Serie C. The 33,000 capacity stadium has hosted football since 1911, making it one of Italy's oldest venues. The venue is set for renovations costing around 100 million euros to meet modern stadium standards and support Genoa's bid to host Euro 2032 matches. Mapei Stadium is shared between Serie A club Sassuolo and AC Reggiana, who play in Serie B. Although Reggiana were the first to play in the 21,500 capacity stadium when it opened in 1995, Sassuolo moved in when they were promoted to Serie A in 2013. Sassuolo is also one of the few clubs in Serie A that has ownership of the stadium. Lecce's Via del Mare holds about 31,500 passionate southern Italian fans. The stadium was built in 1966 and underwent major renovations in 1985 when Lecce was promoted to Serie A, with both curves and lateral stands completely rebuilt. Further improvements were made in 2019 for Lecce's return to Serie A, including enhanced lighting, new seating, and upgraded facilities. Currently, 36 million euros have been approved for comprehensive renovations, including a new roof covering all stands as part of preparations for the 2026 Mediterranean Games. Cagliari currently plays at the 16,400 capacity Unipol Dumus, a temporary venue built in just 4 months after Santalia closed in 2017. After years of planning, the club is moving forward with a 157 million euro project to build the new Stadio Gigi Riva on Santalia's former site. Designed by Sportium and Manicure Architecture, the 25,000 capacity stadium can be expanded to 30,000 for major events, aiming for completion by the 2025-2026 season to support Cagliari's bid to host Euro 2032 matches. Pisa rushed through 3 million euros of upgrades in just 75 days to meet Serie A standards for their return after 34 years. Arena Garibaldi, sponsored as Satilia, now holds 12,500 fans and offers views of the Leaning Tower from some seats. The upgrades also added essential disabled access and team facilities that bring the historic venue up to modern requirements. Verona's Bentegodi holds nearly 32,000 fans but reflects decades of limited investment. An unused athletics track creates distance from the pitch, and the bottom tier has been closed since failed renovation attempts in the late 2000s. While new American owners are exploring stadium redevelopment plans, the current facilities remain well behind modern standards. Cremonese returns to Serie A with their 15,000-seat Giovanni Zini, largely modernized from recent renovations. A renovation project completed by 2019 converted the historic stadium into an all-seater venue, reducing capacity from over 20,000 to meet safety standards. Additional work before the 2022 to 2023 season then aimed to restore pre-1929 design elements while meeting Serie A standards. Serie A's stadium revolution reflects the league's fight for relevance in modern football. Some clubs build venues from scratch, others renovate masterfully, and a few make do with what they have. Success will depend on each club's ability to create compelling matchday experiences with their stadiums that can compete globally.